Hey everyone, and welcome back, and welcome to Ex Mortis. Yeah, I just fancied something a little bit different, so a little bit of backstory on Ex Mortis. It was originally released back in 2004, so I think around November 2004, but I might be wrong. So yeah, the game's coming up to 20 years old, but I remember playing this back in school, like in the library and that. So yeah, I just thought I'd do something different, a little bit of a horror uh, click-based game. So okay, I've like put a magnifier on, so hopefully you guys can see it, and I'm not like too squished. And hopefully the webcam's This is all made by one guy, by the way. Ex Mortis. You wake up in the woods with a lump on your head. You can't remember how you got there, but you can recall are the dreams. It's late, cold, and you're unsure of where you are exactly. Fighting through the headache, you regain your focus, you see a house in a clearing and decide to take shelter there. Anything is better than freezing to death in the woods. I mean, yeah, even it's creepy looking houses in that the next box is so Ex Mortis is a click-based horror game. I have completed 1 and 2, but it's been a very long time since I played them. I think there's like a third Ex Mortis as well. A hallway shrouded in shadows, or these stairs lead up to the second floor. Let's go spooky hallway first. So we've got a door to our left, or we can go. The hallway leads into darkness. Let's check the doors. Let's check if anything's on the floor. Oh, the handle turns, but the door refuses to budge. It's almost like someone's holding it closed. Well, that's just rude. Right, so if we go. Apologies for the screen, it's the only way I can kind of keep it kind of full screen. That isn't very pixelated. This door seems to be locked. The trail of blood leads under the door. Let's check in the microwave. A severed head appears. It's to be a fresh kill. Whoever the killer is, he will probably be back soon, and I don't want to be here when he returns. It looks like a symbol's been smeared onto the forehead. It looks like an A. Oh, hello. A bloodstained knife. You should probably arm yourself with a slightly larger weapon. I mean, don't you want to take it anywhere? Don't know why you wouldn't take it. I'll pick it up. Okay. appears to be empty. Big griller built into the bench. That's kind of cool. An old dishwasher. Store. Tattered diary sits on the table. Okay, a lot of dialogue. May 24th, 1997. An unusually eventful day today. I stumbled across an unusual find whilst out hunting for deer in this remote wilderness. Stalking a wild steed into a clearing, you can only imagine my surprise to find a house, old and seemingly abandoned, but still standing strong. An interesting find, one that certainly has me curious. So the next day, May 25th, 1997. Upon my investigation with the city archives earlier this morning, it appears that this house has been abandoned for almost 10 years and currently resides under the control of the local government. I feel that its location must be too remote for them to be able to tear it down, but I must admit that I feel drawn back to the house mostly out of curiosity. But I cannot deny that there is something else about the place that has me yearning to return. Ghost, demon, spooky house. So, 26, 27, 3 days later, May 28th, 1997. I could not put it off any longer. I called in sick to the office today and decided that I would retrace my steps in the wilderness to once again find the house, which has been foremost on my mind of late. It didn't take much to find it again, as it was almost like I was being guided back to the exact spot that I found myself some 4 days ago. Once I plucked up enough courage, I pushed open the unlocked front door. Admittedly, I was very surprised at the ease of which the door opened, considering that the hinge had probably been built up a good 10 years worth of rust. To my relative astonishment, the place was still furnished, though very dirty and completely run down. I was still amazed at the state of the place, considering that it's been empty for so long. I decided that I would explore the house and not disturb anything within. My fear had not subsided. And as a matter of fact, it is still with me as I record this journal some hours later. My curiosity took me through the kitchen, bedroom and loungewear. Sorry, is it lounge room? It must be an American pronunciation. I've not heard of that before. Or it's just a very old-fashioned pronunciation. Before a thumping noise from the roof on the second level startled me so much that I ran straight out the front door and back through the forest to my automobile. Yeah, definitely American. As it was, I almost fell off a small ledge in the thicket below. I think thicket is another word for bramble, possibly. I felt like a complete fool for being scared off by rats, which I assume they were. So the next day, May 29th, 1997. I had a nightmare last night. All I can remember is the blood and the frightened screams surrounding me. And the house. The house was in my nightmare too. May 30th, 1997. I called in sick to work once again so that I could venture out to the wilderness and explore the abandoned house. Once more, not surprisingly, I found the structure with relative ease, as as I did yesterday. However, I was startled when I noticed that the front door was closed. I'm certain that when I left in such a hurry the other day, that the door had been left ajar. In any case, I eventually attribute the closed door to the wind, as I was clearly the only person who had been in the old house recently. I repeatedly scoured through the house for anything interesting, heading back through previously visited rooms. Once again, as I passed through the hallway outside the main bedroom on the second level, I heard a heavy thumping come from the roof. I was instantly very tempted to repeat yesterday's dash from the house, but I followed my fear and continued with the exploration. God, getting tongue-tied here. In limited time that I had before dusk, unfortunately, I did not uncover anything that would explain the mysterious disappearance of the most recent tenants. How would it be most recent, considering when you found it, the house you mentioned had been abandoned for 10 years? So the next day, May 31st, 1997, I sit here in the lounge room of the old house by candlelight, recording in this journal the events that have transpired today. Although I'm not scared to be within an inch of my life, I am bound to this house, and I feel that I do not have the strength or resolve to run back to my car at such an advanced hour. It's weird because in the chapter before he called it an automobile, but the English, the British term for vehicle, car, but in the previous chapter he called it automobile. So I think the guy who made and wrote this game was British, from what I can remember. But I might have to do some research and then look it up. Okay. As I have for the past week, I have returned to this house with the intent of uncovering anything that could help answer the question of the missing tenants. Tenants. I failed to uncover anything that could help with the cause, but with what I did find seems far more curious and disturbing than I could have ever hoped for. As I was scouring through the library for any misplaced photos or letters, I almost tripped myself over a leather-bound book sitting in the middle of the dusty floor. I was certainly miffed as to how I missed it in my movement through the house of the past few days. Picking up the book, I felt a slight empowerment rush through me. The distant sound of wind began to sound like whispers, and the room in which I was standing seemed to darken. I wondered what knowledge the scribe had passed down the ages for me. Enchanted by this age in literature, I retreated back into the lounge room, settled down in one of the most comfortable chairs, and continued to read through the contents of this book. Written in what seemed to be a red ink of some sort. A lot of the content didn't initially make sense to me, as the majority of it is written in a language that's foreign to me, but in the back of the book there were abridged translations written by Mr. Xavier Ryan? Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Rayan, from 1890. Jeez, quite an old book then. The majority of which I could understand seemed rather jumbled and nonsensical, rather disappointed. I closed the book and relieved myself of its burden. Things from this point become rather blurred and frankly surreal. The sound of distant forest animals stopped as all life paused, waiting for my next move. The wind outside stopped pounding against the shuttered windows, and the candle wick winked out of existence, leaving me in almost pitch black conditions. I listened closely, and all I could hear over my heartbeat was rasping breath, was the whispers that I shrugged off before. It was coming from every direction, yet no direction at all. The whispering slowly got louder until it sounded like a dull roar. Voices of many different types called out. They cried in pain and screamed my name. That rhymed. And some shouted obscenities. That is another word for swearing, by the way. I dare not repeat. There are many of them, so many voices. God, this guy's having a really bad day. I felt the multiple hands pin me down to the chair, my upper torso. But every time I flailed my arms out in front of me, they connected with nothing but the air. The harder I was pressed against the chair, the harder it was for me to breathe, and soon I could not breathe at all. I blacked out. The last thing that I remember was a flash of my nightmare from the night before. A flash of blood, a flash of the screams. The house. Oh, unless he means where he had his nightmare, he saw the blood and then he saw the house. Sorry. I woke up about 20 minutes ago, slumped in the same chair. It is now long after dark, and I dare not brave the sub-zero temperatures of the woodland winter to return home this evening. Tonight, I will be staying here in this accursed house. I sometimes think that I can still hear the whispering, or are they just echoes of my earlier brush with madness? I can feel the urge of the slumber rush towards me like a freight train. I pray that I survive the night. June 21st, 1997. So he was stuck. I think he's stuck in the house for like 2 days. Jesus, this guy went through a lot. I will continue reading. I'm just going to take a sip of my drink. Okay. So June 1st, 1997. Plagued by the nightmares more vivid than I care to remember, I awake screaming. It appears that I slept through the daylight hours, but it didn't matter to me. I was encased to fight the I get it encased like in the house to fight the freezing conditions outside and return home. But I was scared to move from the spot. They started whispering to me again. I want to leave, but I can't. They won't let me. I scream at them, but they just laugh and utter obscenities back at me when what have I released upon this world? So what, 2 days later, June 3rd, 1997. Sorry, let me skip. Okay, that's June 1st. Vlau spoke to me today. It is he who's spoken of in the Ex Mortis. They did it. They said the name of the game. Just cue the Family Guy scene. With every word he whispered into my mind, I tremble as if my soul has been shaken to the core. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 days later. June 7th, 1997. I have been here for over a week now. Surely someone must be looking for me by now. I pray that they find me. My captors here won't let me leave every door, every exit. The handles turn, but the door does not move on its hinges. So 9 days later, Jesus, like, what was he doing for the? Was he just stuck in his room for the whole time then? June 16th, 1997. I no longer fear death. I actually pray that it comes to me. It's a big. There's almost another. So there's 14 days he didn't write for. So another 14 days, and then here, June 30th, 1997. They still torment me, keeping me here, keeping me alive. They need me to. I can't even write a bit. Geez, so what? 20 days, I think it is. Difference here. July 20th, 1997. I feel my insanity has almost left me. I hallucinate so vividly, I can't tell what's real and what's not anymore. The ancient shows me images of his former glory. I don't understand why they want me, why they need me. So 6 days later, July 26th, 1997. I'm actually not surprised. I am told that they seek not to control me. They only seek my assistance and aid in the inevitable. But why do I continue to resist? What they tell me makes more sense than anything I have ever known, but I still fear them and what they will do to me should I refuse. But at this moment, I can't think of a single reason why I should. Jesus, man, this person really went for a lot. So, what, about a month he was just trapped, and then he written the journal again. It is acceptance all that I have ever yearned for, but the greater good here is far more complicated, yet so much easier to obtain. They smile upon me now, strangely though. I like it. I find myself basking in the warmth of the chilling promises. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 8 days later, I am comfortable and I'm learning about the true nature of the world and what is beyond it. I don't know why I continue writing this journal. I guess it's the last semblance of humanity that I have within me. It's ridiculous though, as I'm becoming more and more than human with every moment that I spend under the patient tutelage, that I've been tempted to throw this journal into the fire on many occasions. Reading over its pages only reminds me of how weak I used to be. I lost track of the day, but I am sure that I have been here for over a year. It has been a long time since I've entered anything into this journal. I can rejoice though. We will have company at last. I will finally be rewarded as a group approach to provide me with the everlasting cup of life. A day away, no more, no less, I am told. Wrath, death, blood. My day has finally arrived. The ex mortis shall make the world remember what was, and I will be integral in reinstating what will be. I can see them now, a group of campers. As it was promised, 3 males and 2 females. Now all I can do is wait for my time, become their hand. Immortality beyond patience. Patience beyond the dominion. I can taste it now. Anointment. Anoint me, Lord Flower. I can't pronounce the name. That's big. The time has come. That was a lot of dialogue. It's quite interesting though. And poor guy literally was stuck here for a year, and he just at first he was so scared he didn't know what to do, and then you know he just accepted it, and then you know I mean essentially become a sacrifice friends to the spirits there. Blood on the floorboards. It looks like something's been dragged through here. So one of the person's head is either one of the campers or the guy who was here the whole time. There's nothing of interest on the coffee table, so I'm just gonna click through here. I know it's very pixelated, but bear in mind this is a flash going from 2004, so it's a bit dated. Right, so let's go back. Okay. Don't know if I can click anything on the clock. No, okay. Right, let's go upstairs. It's an old fan, doesn't look like it's worked on a long time, so I'm just going to check just in case I miss anything. Just another painting on the wall. It's a pentagram, I think. Hello, whispery people. Let's go upstairs. Moonlight streams through the window. Oh, sorry, I was trying to go left or right. Hello? An old oak side table, nothing of interest. The gramophone is unplugged, but it's still rotating. How is this possible? The bed spread is soaked in someone's blood. There's no breeze in here, so why is the roof lamp swinging? There's another. The painting on the wall is a familiar landscape. Ooh. There was a safe hidden behind the painting. Wow, I didn't see that coming. There was that picture downstairs with numbers, I think. Okay. Let's check in this room. The bathtub is filled with what seems to be blood. Just an ordinary, if somewhat dirty bathroom sink. You found the key lodged in the pipe of the sink. There was that locked door downstairs. Actually, sorry. I didn't fully look in the bathroom, I just want to double check. Toilet. The window's boarded up, maybe someone valued their privacy. Alright, just click around here, just go back. I'm half tempted to check that door downstairs. Can I go this way? Oh, you can, okay. You can go left. So we've got a key. The door has no handle. I feel like spirits are going to appear at some point. I know I didn't jump, but that kind of gave me a little bit of shivers. Yeah, you said that before, but I don't know what you actually want me to remember. That is the problem. Where's that locked door to? I think. So we could go. Okay, use the key. Jesus. The word remember is smeared on blood on this mirror. It is, I can see you. There's something very unnerving about the sculpture. Yes, open its eyes, I can see it. This fireplace looks like it hasn't been used for years. It's just a severed arm. This house has turned out to be a graveyard. Anything on you? No electricity. So I'm just gonna click around just in cases. Not too sure what that is. Okay. Is it? It's not a number, is it? No, we found that A and it's a different looking symbol. Bookshelf filled with volumes of books. I mean, why not look through them just in case there's anything worthwhile. Okay, let's go back. So I'm just going to check the clock just to see if there's a... No. Can't move the dials. Okay. No, he's still there. So it was what, A. I think it's an A. I can't tell, it's really pixelated. So I'm just going to try and find that picture on the wall. Where is it? One, two. Is it 1, 5, 2, 3? One, 2, 3, 5, 5? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. I'm gonna try upstairs maybe. One, 2, 3, 5, 5, maybe. Might be wrong, but try it. I might be wrong here, but 1, 2. Sorry. No. So I might I might go back downstairs and look. There might not be the code, but that's just what I was guessing. Okay, just go back down. Squeaky fine. Just gonna check if something's there. Yeah, I can hear you knocking, buddy, but I don't know what you want. Something definitely there, though. I'll try and figure out the code. If not, I might have to look it. Where is it? Is that 6? I really got to. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. Huh. Just trying to think. I might have to look this up. Just bear with. Right, I didn't get any help at all, but I think we've got the safe code key. Let's go into the bedroom. Open the door. Yeah, I didn't get no help. Strange symbol is smeared in blood on the wall safe. It appears to be a human heart. See, didn't the guy who, you know, written a journal said he found this, the Ex Mortis bound leather book downstairs, so like he put it in the safe. Okay, that's a bit pixelated, but I'm going to do my best to read this. The Book of Ex Mortis. What was? Before the dawn of man and beast, the earth realm was ruled by the ancients. Or, I think it says ancients, it's really blurred writing. The NAS, mystical beings transcending life, death, time, and reality as most of the mortals know it. I guess, is that the deity? Or, yeah, the deity before life and light were ruled by darkness and chaos. I'm just going to say, it's A-M-E-I-E, immense, the amenities, I'm guessing, roam the plains of existence and live on the blood of conquests and rule over. God, I really can't pronounce it. Lesser creatures. There were many of these rulings. Arcane species, however, I'm literally butchering this, but it's very hard to read. However, one by one, over many millennia, their greed and arrogance saw them turn against each other. They sought blood, destruction, and dominion over their own kind, and many immortal sentience met their demise as a result. The consolidation of the remaining power saw that Ishians ruled divided amongst the remaining three. Azrael, Cariafi, and Flu frequently execute their wrath and currently through their ferocity towards each other's dominion. The blood of many spilt as the remaining three fought against his brother for the spoils and power that they each possessed. Upon the battlefield, Azrael's forces reduced the armies of Floor to drift, I think it says. Late in long-awaited glorious victory, but his compassion towards his defeat to brother Saul Flew get a reprise from certain destruction that he faced. Knowing that defeating Cafete's forces would require many more millions of fight. I think it says many more malicious fighting. I don't know what that says. I'm really sorry. Fighting Azrael's appointed Flew as his general. Knowing that the power of two ancestries weigh enough to win an undefined control. Sorry. I hope there's not as much writing as the other judge. In the final bloody battle, the immersion sky that pollinating or whatever that says. The elimination confrontation Jesus played out. Clafferty not really in relating that Flew was still corporal and leading of his armies, and made the grave mistake of underestimating the strength of his opponent. Sorry, I'm butchering some of these words. I don't know how it is for you guys when you watch the video, but this is really hard to read because like how old the game is. It's quite pixelated. Also blurred. The losses took Cafete's forces by surprise, and they had time to regroup. Flau had plunged his sword deep in the heart of Azrael's forces streamed into the last stronghold of Cafete's. Stand every sentient entity, I think it might say there, that stood against them. Cafete's army were eventually defeated, leaving Flau triumphant in his victory. His subordinates fought ferociously, and they were to be rewarded with a unified rule over the Earth realm. Well, I got that bit right. Azrael holding no compassion towards Cafete's, as he had Flew destroyed the life forces of his nemesis and claimed the kingdom as his own. With his totalitarian control. God, that's a really hard word. He decided that Flow was no longer of use to him. That's not a nice thing to do to a demon brother. Unfortunate for him, he did not count on his armies finding with the powerful Flow in a furious realization of his challenge in the face of certain ascension? Affirmation. I saw the F there. The Earth realm shook with the power of Azrael's anger towards his army's treachery. Flow showed no mercy towards his brother, knowing that he could not make the same mistake Azrael made within hesitation. Flow had Azrael slain by his own ethereal hand and assured total control of consolidating kingdom of Earthrealm. What's this, Mortal Kombat? The tricycle rule, realm of Flow lasted for many millennia with no one to challenge him, but conspire certain forces did against the sole remaining ancient. They bided their time in recruiting supporters of overthrowing. Flow was ambitious and overpowered by his trusted advisors, but knowing that the only one of his kind could destroy him, he had his corporal's presence removed to exist from eternity in the demonic spirit form. The remaining world of lesser were despised and were governed under each individual rule. It was true chaos with no joint agenda. So I'm just going to take a sip of my drink because my tongue's getting tired. God. Flow, without corporal form, was it corporal? I don't know how you pronounce that. Form, and no longer able to physically alter the world, roams the Earth realm for the rest of existence. Dismissed in power. Diminished in power, he still had many followers to which he would have eventually spiritually combine his life force with, instead of existing as a form of single power entity. Flow becoming subversively indestructible by being many, he called his new legion of existence Ex Mortis. What is the appearance of soul becoming creatures of flesh and blood saw in a new rule within the Earthrealm. Over many thousands of years, man destroyed countless lesser entities, some very powerful, even some who helped overthrow Flow's previous rule. Well, they got what come to them. I mean, I know he's a demon, but you know, if they helped him, he could have been a bit more, you know, loyal. While man was physically weak in comparison to the entities of dark times, their souls gave them many advantages, and it was one to these advantages that the Earth realm entities were reduced to minimal numbering. I don't know if that says entities. I literally can hardly read this. A world once ruled with strength and might was not in the hands of the weak. The handful of ancient entities fought into influence and control humanity of something gain, for mutual gain. Flowers ex mortis proposed where other entities failed. Purely benign of the strength and numbers and the wisdom of the mighty ancient himself, together as the ex mortis was mortified widely in the world of man, but human nature led to conflicts, and the cult of flowers was tragically chilled and almost forgotten. With every passing human year, Vlau's influence and power in the Earth realm will diminish until all the remains was what was recorded in written form after the death of the final disciple. Flau and the also slept until the day humanity was ready for the anointment of his hand. Oh God. What will be? Prophecy and the word of Laos speak of the coming to hand of prose, anointing with the blood of 5. A selected man will transcend humanity and evolve to become the link between the Earth realm and Vlau's ex mortis, awakening the ancients from his slumber. The hand will charge with the power to bring the uprising of cult of ex mortis once again. Blood, wrath, and strength will once again rule the earth, and Vlaus will walk tall and rule amongst mortals as if it's meant to be in the time before light and life. Right of charging the hand, translated from Army Cult of Ex Mortis, scrolls through the rite of changing the hand as ready as its followers. Devoured the crimson life of 5 marks of Laos given to 3 mirrored below the soul survive what was, what is, and what will be. Xavier Reheim, 1890. That's what it looks like, jeez. God, sorry, that was really long. Sorry for butchering like a lot of that, but it's really hard to distinguish what some of the words were. Jesus. So do we have to... Guessing we don't take the book. Okay. Whew. So I'm just going to... Is it 8349 was the code? Or 84... 84... So 3489, 3489. Let me see if... So I'm just going to see if we have to like pick up the book or. Okay. So A, there was like a U, and I guess that looks like F. Stop squeaking, you. Okay, there's nothing we need in the bathroom. Let's go back. Oh, hello. This is like an act could be where the thumb is. It also hung up by the arms has been ripped to shreds. You wretch at the mere sight. I don't even know what that's meant to be, but okay. So just checking. There appears to be something scribbled on this plank. Oh, that's a safe go. 349. Do you have anything on you, buddy? So just double check. There's nothing there. Right, let's go back. How you? How are you making noises when you're dead, bud? Yeah, spooky spookies. Okay, nothing here. Right, double check there's nothing like on the floor. Might just be like a background noise. Right, oh yeah, we need the handle for this door, don't we? Might just be downstairs, potentially. Anything in here? I might check in the library again. Let's check in here. No, this wasn't the library. Just check if there's like a loose handle on the floor, maybe. Okay, this is a handle. It's missing from down there as well. So is this anything around here? It's the only thing with like point and click games is you literally have to look everywhere. So I'm just seeing if we can move the hand. I don't get why you wouldn't pick this up. So I don't get. Just like, oh no, I need. See anything around here? Click on the pictures. Nothing on the shelf. Okay. So we found the exhaust, but I just kind of wonder where we have to go now. So we got dragged and got his head chopped off. Lovely. Can we go this way? Sorry, it's the kitchen. I don't want to go back in there. What's in here? Let's make sure there's nothing. Is there nothing on the severed arm there? Oh, all right. Okay. How many? Yeah, I'm not gonna do loads and loads, right? So. There was a ghost in the background. I just saw him. Went that way.
Remember, shall you pass?
Oh god. I might come back to this. I'm pretty tired and I really need some food. I've not eaten since earlier. But yeah, this will kind of be like a part 1. Just to kind of show you guys what like Ex Mortis was like. But yeah, I don't know, it's just something different. But yeah, let me know what you think if you want me to continue this when I'm a bit more energetic. And if you would like to see more, or if you want to see any other kind of different kind of games, then just let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.